Wielding.
That's right. That's what we call
All
it.
right, well, let's take a
wielding.
look here at some quad wielding in Darkness 2. But how does this start off here?
So what we're doing right here is we're setting up kind of where Jackie is. He's a mob boss. It's 2 years after the events of the first game. Jackie's now the Don of the Estacado family, and basically here we're setting up, a couple things. One is our graphic noir, which is our art style. As you can see here, all the textures are hand painted. We really want it to feel to you when you're playing the game that you're playing a graphic novel. And the other thing we want to sell is just kind of that feeling of mobster. Like you want to feel like you're a part of the mob. They're your family. Right. So this is Jackie kind of starting out on a night on a town.
Something's about to happen, though.
Yeah. I feel like I need to be quiet here.
All right.
Hi, Jackie. Remember us from the Candy Club? Well, do you? Sure he does.
Sorry, ladies. Didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
Oh, shit! Jackie, get down!
Jackie. Go to the dark.
Jackie, you stay with me now.
Oh, shit, look at his leg.
Vinny, we got company. You guys take point. I'm gonna pull Jackie out back. Jackie, listen to me. I'm gonna pull you out back, but you gotta take this. Get these guys off our ass.
Ah, fuck! Vinny, I'm gonna slaughter these fucks!
All right, so now we're into action with just one gun to start. You're gonna pile it on.
We have to build it up, right? So Jackie's got, this is the shooting that you're used to in first-person shooters. You've got a snap aim to lock onto your enemies, shoot through this restaurant. But of course, the key thing here is that Jackie's been pinned down. He's being dragged by one of his buddies, and he needs to get to the dark in order to release the darkness. So part of the gameplay here is kind of fighting your way through the restaurant until you can release that darkness.
Is this literally the start of the game?
This is right near the beginning of the game. Okay. Yeah. So up to this point, Jackie's kind of been keeping the darkness bottled up. It's 2 years after the events of the first game, so he doesn't want to always be having this demon talking inside his head, right? He's been pushing it down, but events conspire against him and lead him to actually have to pull it out again.
Wow. All right, so we're going to go through this restaurant and then release the darkness with it.
Yeah. And like you were saying, we're going to start off with the single wheel. We'll show you how we bring dual wield into that, and then bust up the demon arms as well.
I mean, the demon arms and all those elements, we're going to obviously see them in a minute, but from a control perspective, I mean, how are you changing the way you sort of control, because that's one of the challenges with 4 appendages.
Yeah,
how do you
absolutely,
make that work?
absolutely. Luckily for us,
Connect abilities? No?
That's actually with your friend. Your friend stands behind you with the arms, and you
Could
shoot
work,
with your
right?
hands. Yeah.
Every game has to have connect.
Right. So for us, what we're using the bumpers you have a slashing demon arm and you have a grabbing demon arm. So bumper for each of those arms, and then that corresponds to the triggers underneath for the left and right triggers. So it kind of works like that. So we'll give him a second here and we'll show you how some of the dual wielding works. And we have true dual wielding in the game, so it's not like you're you're just picking up 2 Colts or 2 Uzis. You can kind of mix and match.
Up to 2 guns
Yeah,
here.
up to 2. That's right.
Now, how much of the game are you going to play with sort of all 4 of the appendages?
You get that kind of right off the get-go.
Okay.
I mean, that's the base level of power. Base level of power of the game is being able to slash and grab anything you want and shoot both guns, or use a 2-handed weapon as well.
Okay. So then, how do you sort of upgrade the character? How do you keep the gameplay interesting throughout the rest of the game?
Yeah. I mean, that's something that we're actually really excited about for E3. We're our demo at E3. We're actually showing our progression system. So we're showing you kind of how you level up, how the powers work, and those types of things as well. Although quad wielding in and of itself is pretty crazy just there.
I'm sure there's more and more to come. So we're in the restaurant here, and are we down for the count? Or
well, I mean, here comes the bomb. And what we did in this demo, what we're showing you is a little bit of the introduction to the story. So there's a man who you're seeing here who claims that he can take the darkness from you. So
let's listen in here.
Yeah.
It can control, and it loathes the sight of an intelligent man who can control it. Now I'll ask just once. Will you give me the darkness of your own free will?
Why don't you try and take it since you're such a fucking genius?
If you read anything but comic books and menus, you'd know there are rules. The host may only give up the darkness by choice. I'm afraid I have to help you make that choice. Mr. Peevish, if you'd be so kind. Watch this, pretty boy. It's your own personal snuff movie. The darkness made you watch your girlfriend's murder. Your first meaningful act as its host was one of submission. Face it, Jackie. You can't control the darkness, and you never could. Best to give it back to the people who can. That stream of dark essence flowing into the siphon tells me you're already thinking of giving it up. Let's see if I can grease the wheels of that decision.
So now it's time to see the demon arms.
All right, we've been waiting for
Here
it.
they
Sheldon.
come. Build up.
The darkness is released from within. And you're with them now for the entire rest of the game?
Well, there's some story beats. I can't
sure,
give away
you might
everything.
happen to just lose them, right?
You ain't so scary when you're on fire! Oh, fuck! What the hell is that? You see that?
All right, so both appendages are ready here for action.
Here we go.
Now this is getting pretty bloody early on.
Yeah.
You can grab guys, bring them close to you, and then send them out.
You can throw them, you can execute them, and then with the grabbing demon arm, you can do all those things, including weapons. We're going to show you a couple quick tutorials here on how to use it, and then we'll kind of unleash the Symphony of Death, which is basically using both the arms and the guns at the same time. So
It's called the Symphony of Death.
well, that's what I call it.
But, all right.
Because you hit a lot of notes.
I like that name. All right, so you can go through here.
Yeah, so he's picking up some rebar. You see an enemy,
So the arms can pick up things and then throw them at guys.
and throw them at guys, right? So there we go, and pin them to walls.
Yeah.
And then you can go and rip out their hearts.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's go eat
I
that
think you
heart.
get a little Connect voice for this, right? You know, call out your arms. Can your arms
Call it out
respond
as
to
you go.
voice commands?
Lefty, do this. Righty, do that. Yeah.
Seriously, I mean that may be able to work. All right, so you're going to go through this hallway here.
So that's grab, and now we're going to show you slash. Slash is really neat because you're using the right bumper plus the right stick, so you can slash in any direction that you want. So we saw a little bit of that.
I see. So there's a little bit of movement there. That left
that's
stick, right?
That's right. So you're flipping, you flip them up, flip them across, and you can slash like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, but the grab demon arm, like I said, was not just for grabbing enemies or grabbing objects. It's for grabbing enemies too. So what we're going to do here is show you an enemy, and depending on where we grab them, you know, you get different executions. So you grab them here, execute, and we call that one a wishbone.
Okay.
So there's many of those in the game that you can unlock. What we're going to do here is just kind of run out there and show you quad wielding at its finest.
In the city. Now, where is this game taking you? Is it all set in the same city?
It's set in New York, which is, you know, just like the original was.
Yep.
And I can see here Dan's got a car door. He's holding it as a
shielded,
shield.
yeah.
And then boom, you can cut off a guy's leg by throwing it.
This is one of these things where I'm sure people look at it and say, like, it looks really cool, but it seems very, you know, complicated to have, you know, 4 appendages, picking things up, throwing them. It's pretty natural to play.
It really becomes, you just become kind of accustomed to using your 4 fingers, right?
Okay.
And you're just kind of, they're your natural extensions of your power.
You're
as you're
triggering
playing.
things, pointing,
Exactly.
bullseye, pick up the car
Pick
door.
up a guy, pick
get
up
it.
a guy, quickly, you know, pull him in, do an anaconda through his chest.
Wow. Now, the enemies you're going to be facing in this game, obviously you're going to be facing, you know, real people. Are there other things you're going to be facing off against?
Yeah, I mean, I said we were doing progression at E3. We're also showing our new enemy types. So the man who's trying to get the darkness from you, we're kind of showing his organization. And they kind of have knowledge of the darkness and how light and dark works. So they know that, you know, the best thing against Jackie is light.
Cool. All right, well, right before we wrap it up, Justine, is there a question over on Twitter for Sheldon?
Of course, we've got a bunch of questions here. Actually, one from Facebook from Matt H. He wants to know, is Mike Patton still the voice of the darkness?
Absolutely, Mike's back, and we're really excited to have him. Hearing his voice taunt Jackie through the game has been outstanding. It's kind of my personal dream to work with him, so it's awesome. Yeah.
Good to have him back. All right,
Yeah.
well, thank you very
Hey,
much,
thanks,
Sheldon.
Seth.
It's
Appreciate
great.
it.
Well, we got, Justine maybe has some more questions. Justine.
I've got a ton of them.
All right,
People
sorry, you
are-
got to tell me, Justine.
They are tweeting up a storm.
All right, what's
we
the next
have a Twitter question here from Hordkin2. They say they love the dual wielding. What is the largest weapon you can dual wield?
The largest weapon you can dual wield. That we've revealed so far. I guess right now you can dual wield 2 umps, and there'll be a little bit more that we'll let you know about in a bit.
All right, Sheldon.
Yeah.
Big. Justine,
Do you want
please.
some more? You want some more?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a few more since you asked for them.
All right. Josh M on Facebook says, what new powers does the Darkness 2 have?
They're asking. You guys are asking me all
they
the
wanna know.
E3 questions, all the things that we're showing. All the things we're showing.
Justine's
in a
trying to
day.
get the scoops, the exclusives.
sorry.
I've trained you well, Justine.
Yeah,
Yes, Sheldon.
they're coming soon, but I mean, in terms of, the demon arms by themselves are an amazing power. I mean, when you can grab fan blades and cut guys in half, grab rebars and spear them into things, I mean, you've got a whole set right there.
All right, Justine, this is going to be your final question, so make it a
Okay.
good one.
Well, Jeremy P wants to know, what challenges have you guys had during the development to expand the story and characters?
That's a big question.
Wow, yeah. We're really lucky. I mean, Darkness 1 was written by Paul Jenkins, and he came back and he's written the second game for us as well. So we had this kind of really intricate story that was kind of the natural extension of the first one. So we're really excited. I mean, you know, come October, we're coming out for all 3 platforms, and people will be able to get that whole story then.
Excellent. All right, well, Sheldon, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Good
Jeff.
luck at E3 with The Darkness 2, which you guys can check out later this year. And right now, we've got an exclusive sneak peek for you. Comedy Central's show Ugly Americans is bringing out a brand new game that's coming later this year for Xbox Live Arcade and also PlayStation Network. Here's the world premiere first footage of Ugly Americans. Check it out.
Geez, kiddo. Rough night?
Okay, Leonard, are you sure you don't want to wear pants?
Something big is happening out there. Riots, arson, citywide man-bird infestations.
It's amazing out there. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Illegal zombie conversion. Blam! Birdman snatching a purse. Shotgun.
There's nothing I enjoy more than grabbing a controller and shooting heads off bodies for hours at a time. It's a real stress reliever.
I was skeptical at first, but I have to say my boobs look really good in 3D. Not Japanese animation good, but a solid step up nonetheless.
I don't feel good.
Totally gonna scar!
I can't believe I've been reduced to this minor league bullshit.
Coverage of E3, whether it's from a computer, your TV, or mobile device, look no further than GameTrailers.com and GTTV on Spike. Find E3 on any device, anytime. The only place to go for the biggest moments of E3, live and in high definition, is GameTrailers.com. With continuous, uninterrupted live coverage including every major press conference, jaw-dropping demos, and exclusive interviews from the site that delivers the games that matter most. Coming up next, the Sony press conference is live from the LA Sports Arena. Uncharted 3, Resistance 3, the NGP, what will Sony have in store and live on stage? All the answers are coming your way live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Game Trailers. And remember, GT powers up for Day 2 of E3 All Access Live, Tuesday morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. Nintendo is ready to unveil its new console at its 2011 E3 media briefing. What will it look like? How powerful will it be? Find out with us live on stage, and then stay tuned to GT for an exclusive interview with Nintendo President Reggie Fils-Aimé, as well as a full day of exclusive game demos and reveals. And remember, the coverage doesn't stop there. It's actually just the beginning. Once the show floor opens, we don't sleep. Know that Game Trailers will have hundreds of videos, demos, gameplay, trailers, and interviews posted free, in HD, and before anywhere else, 24 hours a day. Can't get to a TV or computer during E3 week? No problem. Game Trailers' presence will be felt not only on our website, but across more platforms than ever with an E3 web app for iPhone and Android, live streaming and exclusive content on Facebook, up-to-the-minute breaking news on our Twitter feed, and an iPad-optimized live streaming player. Did you get all that? Not to worry, the entire schedule of the week's events, plus the domain for all E3 news, video, and media can be found at GameTrailers.com/E3. Nobody does it bigger or better. The moments that change the gaming industry happen first and only on GameTrailers.com, live at E3, broadcasting around the world. Microsoft kicked off E3 and came out swinging, but what's PlayStation's answer? Stay right here on GameTrailers.com to check out the latest from Uncharted 3, Resistance 3, and Twisted Metal. What's new for the NGP, and will they address the PSN outage? Jeff Keighley has immediate reaction and interviews from the newsmakers themselves following the briefing. What's next for Sony and PS3 fans? Find out at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, live on GameTrailers.com.
Welcome back. We are going on our 7th hour of live coverage from E3 2011. I'm Amanda McKay here. Let's catch you up on the latest news. Ubisoft's 25th anniversary press conference highlights included the announcement of Far Cry 3. We saw some exciting co-op gameplay from Ghost Recon Future Soldier. And of course,